BMW. So they've decided that screws that you can turn easily are a bit of an issue. You'd think this was made up if they hadn't filed a patent. Do hope you had a very lovely Christmas, by the way, but I couldn't resist speaking on this a little bit. So this is what the abomination looks like here, with what looks like indents where the blue sections of the BMW badge normally are. The description is where things get really troubling, however, because they describe it as a disadvantage that slot heads, hex sockets, Torx, multi-teeth, Phillips screws, you know, all the industry standard screw types, can be released or tightened in a simple manner by persons. In other words, they've deemed it too easy and accessible for the riffraff, you know, you, me, independent shops, to turn these screws with tools that we have access to. In fact, if we read on, you'll find that the very purpose of this whole idea is to make the release of these screws more difficult. These screw connections could be located in regions of the vehicle that are visible to the user of the vehicle so that the protection against unauthorised release of the screw or a manipulation of the screw with standard tool drives could be made more difficult. There is no good reason for this. Zero. When I first seen it, honestly, I thought it was some sort of parody, some kind of joke. BMW are quite literally saying it is a problem that you or me are able to turn screws on our own property. I've joked in the past about screwdrivers and other tools requiring subscriptions in the future. I should probably be more careful not to give them ideas. And if you're optimistically thinking, well, this is just a patent, it doesn't mean they're actually going to use it. Well, what I will say to that is they've spent the money, they've spent the time, they've gone to the legal effort of inventing this thing and filing it. And remember here, we're talking about the same company who pioneered subscriptions to activate in-car features where the hardware was already present. Things like heated seats or Apple CarPlay. They've also played quite a big role in lobbying against stronger right-to-repair laws for consumers. So no, I certainly would not rule this out for them. When I spoke previously about Ford, who patented technology that listens to the occupants inside of the car to help inform targeted advertising, many people said the same thing. We'll never have ads in cars. Well, now we have exactly that. We have ads in cars. Before you say it, I mean, I get it. Amazon's going to be filled with these bits for about 20 pence before long, depending on how litigious BMW feel about enforcing this patent. But it's beside the point. There is no good reason for this. There's no utility here. It's not a novel advancement that improves the screw design that we've known and used for thousands of years. This is revenue-inspired gatekeeping. I used to work in the world of product development, and you like to think that patents exist to protect revolutionary designs that advance and improve upon what we had before. This is the inverse. We are going backwards with nonsense like this. This is a conglomerate blatantly saying this design exists to make life harder, in the hopes that more owners just give up and hand the car over to the dealership. And there'll be a percentage of people out there who would, in the past, have happily tackled DIY jobs that just say, no, not doing it now, and just hand it over. I don't have the special screwdriver bit. I don't want to wait a week on it arriving. I haven't paid the subscription on my £2,000 scanner, therefore I can't reset my brake caliper, so on and so forth. You get the idea. So I'm just going to hand the car over at the dealership. I know those of us who are keen enough, we'll buy these parts, or maybe some of us who work in shops, we're going to be forced to buy these parts, but for casual DIYers, they'll probably just give up, which is exactly the intention behind things like this. I know there will also be those out there who don't buy tools like this to work on their cars, but rather feed their ego, who excuse things like this, who'll say, well, it's no problem for me because I'm happy to buy the tools, I'm happy to stay current, and if you don't, then that's your problem. I view this almost like turkeys voting for Christmas, because if and when these manufacturers find a way to cut you out, best believe they'll do so. Lewis Rossman, he actually spoke a bit on this, and the analogy that he used was it was like him going up to a running track and putting a banana peel on the circuit with the intention of causing someone to fall. Rather than point at the guy maliciously placing the banana peel with the intent of hurting someone, people have a tendency to instead point and blame each other, like, what a stupid runner, why wasn't he able to avoid that banana peel? I know I always avoid banana peels. And it's so true. It's just the nature of what people do. Don't get me wrong, I think specialised hardware, it has its merits in certain circumstances. Shear bolts, for instance, to discourage hardware reuse where it most definitely should not be reused, fine. But proprietary designs just to make life hard on generic, non-safety critical parts, that should not be a thing. It just should not be a thing in my view. I don't know of a single person who wasn't delighted when USB-C cables were standardised, for instance. There is no consumer benefit and reason for them not to be. It's just like Apple, isn't it? Who used to use standard screws on iPhones, but then switched over to the pentalobes, which were far harder to get and source and make sure you had the right one. Is there any good functional reason for it? No, it's just to make life hard. Best thing you can do? Buy an older repairable car. And I've got a video on that very topic coming out in a few days. Not to give you the hard sell here, but if you'd like to see that, please do hit the subscribe button and you'll see it pop up. Am I way off here? I don't think I am. I think the majority of you will probably be thinking along the same lines as me. And as ever, please do hit the like button and I'll see you in a few days' time.